Do you know that hidden beneath healthy plants lies an entire world of tiny workers turning your kitchen waste into powerful plant food? Today you'll discover how to create a simple worm farm that transforms food scraps into black gold, the richest organic fertilizer nature can make. These amazing creatures, called red wigglers, will help you make both vermicompost and worm tea, the secret behind fast-growing, disease-resistant plants. What makes worm composting so special? Unlike regular composting, vermicomposting uses worms and beneficial microbes to break down waste faster and at lower temperatures, keeping nutrients alive and ready for your plants. According to research from the Korean Rural Development Administration, vermicompost not only enriches soil structure, but also improves microbial activity, increasing the natural fertility of your soil. For home worm farming, the best species to use are red wigglers, scientifically known as Eisenia fetida. They thrive in small bins, love decaying matter, and multiply quickly. These worms can eat up to half their body weight in food every day, turning waste into fine, earthy compost rich in nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, and beneficial enzymes. Now, let's build your worm farm, step by step. You'll need a plastic tote or wooden box about 30 to 40 centimeters deep with a tight lid to keep out pests. Drill a few small holes for air and drainage, then place it in a cool, shaded spot, like under a bench, balcony, or garage corner. All right, next up, we're going to create the bedding. It's like a cozy home for our little worm friends. You'll want to use shredded newspaper, cocoa peat, or even some dry leaves. Moisten them until they feel like a wrung-out sponge. This not only keeps the worms hydrated, but also helps oxygen circulate nicely. Now, let's add a small handful of garden soil. This is important because it introduces beneficial bacteria, which are essential for kickstarting the decomposition process. It's time to gently introduce your red wigglers into their new home. Make sure to cover them with a thin layer of bedding. Then just leave them undisturbed for a day or two so they can settle in comfortably. Now comes the fun part: feeding your worms. Go ahead and add small portions of kitchen waste like banana peels, vegetable scraps, and even some crushed eggshells. But, avoid things like meat, oil, dairy, onions and citrus. Those can create odours and really stress your worms out. Feed once or twice a week, depending on how many worms you have. It's pretty simple, really. Over the next few weeks, your worms will eat through the waste and bedding, producing vermicompost. That's the fine, dark compost just packed with plant-boosting nutrients. And according to studies from Japan's National Institute for Environmental Studies, vermicompost can actually double plant root growth and enhance drought resistance by improving water retention in soil. Once the bottom of your bin is filled with dark, crumbly compost, it's time to harvest. Move the compost to one side and add fresh bedding and food on the other. In just a few days, the worms will migrate to the new section, letting you easily collect your finished compost. Use the finished vermicompost as a soil enhancer. Mix it into garden beds, pots, or around fruit trees. It really improves soil structure, increases microbial life, and helps plants absorb nutrients more efficiently. To make worm tea, simply add a handful of worm castings into a bucket of dechlorinated water. Stir or aerate for 24 hours. The result is a natural liquid fertilizer teeming with beneficial microbes. Use it within a day by diluting 1 part tea to 10 parts water. Then water your plants as usual. So, according to the FAO, or the Food and Agriculture Organization, liquid compost extracts like worm tea can actually help suppress fungal diseases and, even improve leaf chlorophyll levels naturally. After just a few weeks, you'll notice a difference. Greener leaves, stronger roots, and higher yields. Your soil will stay moist longer, and your garden will come alive with earthworms and beneficial microbes. And that's it. Your kitchen waste is now life-giving soil food. Nature's perfect cycle, right at home. If you enjoyed this guide, don't forget to check out our other videos on compost tea and rice water for soil health. They pair perfectly with this method. Before you go, please tap that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. It helps us share more natural gardening tips with the Seedly community. Your support keeps this garden growing.